Hola, we are going to learn about how to upload images with PHP and MySQL database. There are lots of people has misconception about uploading images. They think they need to upload image directly to the MySQL database. This is not the best way to upload images. The best way to upload images, we need to upload images to the server. In server we are going to create a folder. Inside that folder we are going to upload all of the images. Okay, this is my YouTube channel, the Freak Lesson. Here you can find some videos about PHP and MySQL database. If you want to learn more about PHP and MySQL database, please have a look on my playlist. Let's take a look at the website we are going to make today. We'll have a simple form for uploading images along with title and description. Let me show you how to do that. Just copy any text from anywhere, paste it here. I am going to use the Daily Star website for my text and paste as a description. After watching this video, you can upload any kind of file to the server. Okay, I am going to upload a random image. Just click on upload post. Here you can see we also have added functionality to show all of the images along with title and description. And on the top, on the bottom, you can see we have an option to delete all of the images. Just click on delete button, then the post will be gone with images, text, everything will be deleted. Okay, for this tutorial we are going to need some tools. First one is XAMPP. This is for running PHP and Apache web server. After that we are going to need Visual Studio Code for editing our code. Installation process is very much simple. You just need to click next few times, and I think installation I don't need to show you. And let me tell you one thing, all of the source code will be free, so you can use my source code for anything, for anywhere. Okay, a link will be in the description. Enough talking, without further ado, let's get started. Once you have installed XAMPP on your system, then go to file manager. From here, wherever you install XAMPP, just go to this file directory. I have downloaded and installed it on my C directory. So there I have a folder XAMPP. Inside XAMPP we have another folder, that is htdocs. All of our project we are going to create here. So now I'm going to create a file upload system, file dash. Okay, now open Visual Studio Code once you have installed it. Whenever you open, just click on this file, add folder to workspace, where we have made our project folder, that is file upload. Once again I'm going to C directory. Here I have installed XAMPP. Inside XAMPP we have htdocs, and inside htdocs we have upload file that we have made. Okay, in file upload we are going to create index.php. In index.php let's write basic HTML code. Just press shift and on and press tab. It will give us basic HTML syntax. Title will be file upload. In below them let's add a link of semantic UI. This is CSS framework we are going to use for making fast styling. We don't need any extra style sheet, we just need semantic UI CDN. Search for semantic UI CDN from CDN.js. We are going to copy this semantic mean.css. This is the only file we are going to need. Just copy URL and paste it in the place of style.css. Okay, in between body tag let's write working semantic UI. Save it and open your XAMPP control panel. Just search for XAMPP. Open XAMPP control panel. You need to start Apache and MySql database. In Apache we are going to run PHP. You don't need to care anything about it. Here, after writing localhost / we need to write name of our project folder, that was file-upload. Okay, here it is working semantic UI. Okay, here we are going to use an extension. Just click on this extension tab. This is the extension we are going to use. Just search for PHP, and in here you can find this extension and install it by yourself. Now we are going to make a menu very quickly. We are going to use few shortcuts for writing HTML very fast. Okay, let's see how to do that. At first, wrapper. This is the class we are going to make inside a div tag. For example, we are going to make it inside a tag. We just need to give a. After that a, we need to give a dot. Dot mean we are making a class. Class name is wrapper. Okay, and press tab. Inside this a tag, we are making this wrapper class. Whatever you write after this dot, that will be our class name, and whatever you write before this dot, this will be a tag. Okay, this is a tag and this is wrapper, you can see. Okay, let's make it quickly. Inside this div we are going to make another div with class name of UI pointing menu. These three class will be inside one div, and inside this div we are going to have one more div with name of UI container class. Okay, here we are going to have few a tag with class name of item. We will have 3 a tag, so multiplied by 3 plus this is the sibling of our a tag, so we are writing plus. Whenever you write any sibling, you need to give plus sign. Okay, dot write menu. This is the class name. Inside write menu we will have few items. Item. This greater than sign mean inside this div tag of item will have another div or another element. This is what mean by using this greater than sign. UI transparent icon input / greater than sign input and press tab. This is the syntax we needed. Okay, first item of our menu will be home. Okay, let's make it I tag. This is icon, so make it I tag. And we should give this I tag ending here. Okay, Shift Alt F, it will reformat your code. Okay, now let's take a look how does our menu looks. Open your browser, refresh it. It's looking perfect, but something went wrong with this search. Okay, let's get rid of this search. We don't need it anymore. Okay, below this menu we will have a form for submitting images with title and description. Form start. Okay, now here I have added a break line in between them. In between the form start and end, we are going to make a div tag with a class name of UI container. This both will be our class of this div. inside this div will have another tag with name of form. This is a form tag UI mini form. This 3 class is coming from semantic UI. Is on UI header. This is for our header. A color of our header will be olive because this is sibling, so we are just giving a plus sign. Dot UI field, inside UI field will have dot UI mini input greater than sign input and press tab. Here for action, let's keep it blank. Method will be post method because we are requesting to the server to save data to the database by using this form. File upload, this is our header, and input type is text. That's fine, but we have one few more attributes. First one is name. This is very important. We always need name. By using this name attribute, we will retrieve data from client to the server. Okay, this is name attribute, and we will have a placeholder with title. Let's copy this field and paste it below 2 more time, actually 3 more time. This is for file. This type will be file, and name will be image, and this is for description, and this one will be text area, and it will have an ending tag text area, and name is description. Rows mean we'll have 2 rows of our text. Columns, calls we have. For now, let's make 30 column. This is only for the text area, how long it will be, how long will be our row, that mean our x, and how long it will be for our columns, that is 30. Okay, text area is done. Now file type, this is also done. Now here we just don't need this input, we need a button. This is type of submit button, and we'll have a few class. First one will be UI button olive, and we will also have name attribute, that is very important, and this type also very important in terms of button, so we are going to submit it by using this type. Name will be also submit, and text of our button will be, let's make it upload. Save it and take a look on the browser, refresh it. It's looking perfect to me. Okay, now below this form we are going to show all of our images along with title and description. So we are going to use card as our image and title description. Okay, so this is the shortcut I'm going to use, and all the shortcut I have written here you can find from the description of this video. Okay, just delete the last letter and write it once again and press the tab button. It will give us the all HTML we need. Here we have a container. Inside container I will have a header 1, uploaded images. Inside uploaded images we will have 6 card, and this is responsive, so I have written stackable. This is the class for responsiveness, and this is the first card. we have an image. Let's use a random image from pixhere.com. This is a very good website for random images. Just copy the image URL, right click on it, copy image address and paste it on the source UI mini image. And content, this is header olive. Let's write lorem 3, and in the place of description this would be description. In the place of description write lorem 20, and in the place of extra content I have added a button. Let's add some extra break line here below this UI container of forms. So save it. In the image tag, remove this class mini, add some extra styling in here. Just write 200 pixel, height will be 100 pixel, and object feet will be cover. Save it and reload the page once again. The image is looking perfect to me now, but we haven't any text inside our button, so let's add the text of delete. I am going to do just copy this card and paste it few more times so it will look perfect. Okay, reload the page once again. Now we are going to work with the form data. For action, we are going to set action add dash post dot php. That file we are going to make right now. Since we are going to upload images by using this form, so we'll have one more attribute inside this form tag, that is ink type multipart form data. That means we are going to save text along with images as well. Okay, now we are going to make that file dot php. Here we are going to write our php code. We can see how we can connect to the database by using PDO. Copy this line, connecting to MySql database, paste it here as comment. We are going to make it as variable. Host is equal localhost, db name is equal name of our database was file underscore upload. Let me show you once again what was the name of our database. Localhost phpMyAdmin. This was the name of our database, file underscore upload, and user is equal by default all of the user are root, and password is equal nothing for the first time. When you change it can be different. dbase is equal new PDO. This is the instance of PDO class. At first let's concatenate with it. Let's make another variable or name with dsn. dsn is equal concatenate with all of our variables, dot in between these two dot we are going to write the host name, host, and test concatenate dot dbname, and use this dsn inside our PDO. and we need user and password as well. Technically we are doing the same thing, but we are declaring as variable separately, so it will look perfect and more readable and more changeable. Let's make a new file, cut it inside our folder, make a new file, php config.php. Let's paste all of the text here, all of the database connection, save it, and include this config file, config.php, in here in our add post. Okay, here in the add post we are going to make a if condition. If is set, actually what is set is to it, it says the variable is different than null, $_ files. We will get file, what was the name of a file, that was image. Copy this same name and paste it here. If we have a image, that means we is set it, so we have a image and we are going to experiment something with it. Inside this if condition, let's make a variable, file underscore name is equal, copy this user input and give another array sign in between them. We are going to get the name from here, copy and paste it below two more time. For file, this would be file size, and this would be temp file, temp underscore name, that means temporary name. If you want to know more about this file global variable, just copy it and paste it on the browser with PHP. Here you will get know more about it. Errors, all of the error we're going to store here, array, and for now it will be empty array. Okay, let's paste one more thing. All of the code we are going to write inside a function. Let's make a function, file save. Here it is gonna take a parameter of dbase that we are getting from this config.php file. Okay, paste all of the code here. This file save, we are going to use it inside this if statement. Okay, paste it here. Actually, let's make the function name more sensible. Ctrl D for selecting multiple items. The function name will be save post with image, and this P should be uppercase because this is camel case. Here we are going to make one more function of file parts. Inside file parts we are going to use a function explode. By using explode we are going to split our string. The string we are going to split is file name. Okay, just copy this file name variable and paste it in here. File name would be like image name dot extension. This dot is going to exploit the extension differently and file name differently. I think you got my point. Next variable would be file underscore extension. We are going to extract our extension. First function we are going to use str to lower. That means it will make all the uppercase into lowercase. Okay. Inside it we are going to use another function of int. It will set our initial pointer in the last element of our array. Okay, the array of our file name. So it will count the array from the last element of a file name. Okay, now we are getting the file extension. Next we are going to make an extension. All the file type we are going to support to upload images. Array, inside this array first is jpeg, jpg and last png. These three type of file we are going to allow to upload any images. Okay, now next check for something. We are going to check for in underscore array. That means the element is in array or not. It will take two parameter, file extension and second one is extension. That means this file extension that user uploading is inside this array or not. If this condition is false, it will give us an error message and it will not allow to upload any images. Okay, next we are going to check for file size. If file underscore size, if file size is greater than 2 MB megapixel 20971152. Here I have taken this calculation for is you. This file is uploading as bytes of our megapixel. Okay, 1 kilobyte is equal 1024 bytes, 1 megabyte is equal 1024 kilobytes, 1 gigabyte is equal 1024 megabyte. We are using 2 megabytes, so convert it to bytes, it would be this number. Okay, and there we are going to also make an error message, that is file is too large, this file is too. Here I made a mistake, this should be file parse. Okay, now we are going to check for error. If there is no error, empty errors is equal true, it will move the file to a new location. Move uploaded file, it will move an uploaded file to a new location. As I said, the file name will be file underscore the variable we have made, and we are going to upload it inside a folder. The folder name will be uploads, and there should be a / comma file name of our OJ file. This should not be a comma, this should be a concatenation sign. So file name. Okay, perfect. Here we also need a else condition of this if. Okay, since we are printing an array, we need to print our function to show the error messages. Okay, after showing the error it will die here, so it no longer go at the bottom of this die. It will no longer go here and read more codes. Below this if else condition, we are going to get the user inputted values for title and description. Title is equal HTML special character, and inside it will have a global variable post. Let me check what was the name of our title. The name was title, so make sure this name does match with the same name inside the post. Copy and paste it below, and this would be description. Control D for multiple selection. Description. Below here we need to make the SQL query to save those images with title and description. Okay, let's do it. SQL. Actually we made this upload folder, but we haven't made it here, so we need to make a folder, otherwise it will not work, because we set the directory upload / the name. Okay, now let's make the SQL query. Okay, now go to php myadmin database. From here we have a database that is file underscore upload. Inside it we have a table of post. This should be post, not past. Okay, as I made it past, we need to use past. Okay, just click on here and go to SQL insert. We are going to insert data to our database, so just copy this line and paste it in here as we making SQL query in here. So let's make a variable. SQL is equal in sorry, this should be uppercase or lowercase. Insert into past. Make sure the table name is same as here, and there would be 3 variable we are going to insert. This ID is auto incremented, so we don't need it as well. First one is title, second one is actually let me copy and paste all of them. Control V, image source, Control C, Control V, and the values would be question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, actually what does it mean? Let me show you in a second. Let me make a statement of PHP prepare statement. What was our variable name? It was dbase. That is we are getting from config.php. We are going to use it. dbase. We are going to prepare our statement. Inside prepare we need to pass our SQL query, that is the variable of SQL. If you want to learn more about PHP video, I have a tutorial series on that, so you can learn it. Okay, statement, and here we are going to use a function bind param. By using this bind param function, we are going to bind the variable with the values here. This is the first question mark, so we are going to give the value in here. So this is the value of our title. Actually this is title is first column. Let me show you once again. Go to first. In here you can see the first column is ID and second column is title, description, and image source. As we are not using ID, so this is the first column, and in first column we are giving the value as question mark. The first question mark we need to give one second question mark. For the second question mark we need to give 2. That is how we are going to bind param with our variables. Okay, the first is post title. Just copy this variable, paste it here. That is how we can bind it. This is the most secure way to inserting data into the database, so user can't use any SQL injection on it. Okay, copy and paste it below 2 more times. This would be 2 for second question mark, this would be 3 for third question mark. Second question mark value is for description, so just write description. Third question mark value is for image source, and the third one will be file underscore name. Okay, that's perfect. Whenever we use prepare statement, this function, we need to execute our statement. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Let me make it inside a condition. If condition, if a statement, and this would be execute. Okay, now once we have executed our statement, then we are going to return to our index page. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to use a header function. Header, this would be location colon index.php. This is the location we are going to use. Okay, at first title would be anything, you can give anything, and choose file. Use a random image or anything you can use. Upload. Now it redirecting to the index.php. That in it is successfully uploaded. Let me check. Inside uploads we have 2 files. One I have uploaded previously, the second one now I have uploaded now. Okay, this is the 2 image I have uploaded. Let me check inside PHP MySql. Go to this table. In here you can see lots of them uploaded. The very last one is Real Madrid. The previous, this 9, I have uploaded all of them, so let me delete one by one. Okay, perfect. Now that means we are uploading images successfully. We need to show those images which is uploaded. We need to show here. Okay, let me write some code for that. Inside index.php we are going to show all of the images from here inside the showing post section. Okay, let's do that. Let me delete all of the cart except one. So keep on and delete all of them. Inside this UI6 stackable cards we are going to write some PHP code. PHP, at first we need to include our config file, that is our database file. So for that just write include config.php. Below here we are going to write our SQL query. SQL is equal, we can get all of the SQL query from PHP myadmin. Click on past, click on SQL, select all, copy this and paste it here as well. We don't need to give any backticks, we don't need any where clause, so we are going to select all from past, and let's make SQL statement dbase, this is the variable coming from config.php. It will prepare our SQL. Actually, we need to set attribute to a attribute to a database. So let's do it. Set attribute pdo at your default fetch bed pdo : fetch assoc. We are going to fetch all the data as associative array, so make it fetch assoc. Result is equal stmt fetch all. We are going to get all the object from here. All the row we have, we are getting as result. Before fetching the result, we need to execute our query. So statement execute. Below this result, we are going to make a while loop. While row is equal, we are going to use a function array shift. What this function actually do? Actually, it does shift an element of the beginning of an array. Okay, pass it inside shift array. Now we can get all the value from our database. We are going to close our while loop below this card. So below this card, just write a php tag and close the while loop here. Now inside card we can get our result. So let me show you how we can set our source or title or description from the database. Let me show you. php, give a php tag. This would be row. And what was our column name? Our column name was, let me check once again, click on first. Our column name was title, description and image source. Make sure the spelling is same. Title, copy this tag, php tag, and paste it inside title as well. This is title and this should be image source. Image underscore source, and this would be our description. So paste it here. descript description. One more thing, we need to pass it as an echo. So alt and click for creating multiple cursor, echo, and make sure given semicolon in here, otherwise it will give us an error. Save it and reload the page once again. Yeah, this image is not perfectly showing. Actually inside this source we are passing only image source, whereas we need to pass image source with the folder location. Our folder name was uploads / the source of our image. Let me check once again. It's showing all of our images. Now the showing images functionality has been done. The next operation we're going to do is delete images. Let's do it. Inside file upload, create a new file, delete post .php. This should be php. Okay, now actually inside this a tag we need to give that location. When someone click on this button, it will go to this delete post this, okay, it will go to this file delete post.php. Here we are going to give a question mark id. This is the variable we are setting dynamically inside our title. So by using this title we are going to delete a specific item, okay, and there we need to pass an id of our post. Okay, let me check id, save it, go to browser, reload it, click on this delete, and it's saying the id of 10. Let me check inside phpMyAdmin id of 10. It is Real Madrid. We are wanting to delete. Okay, in delete post.php, start php tag. In here at first we need to include our database config.php. Below here we are going to get the id that we pass inside our url by using a function of get. This is a global function id. Okay, now we are getting the id. By using this id we are going to delete post. Okay, let's make sql query for that. Sql is equal delete from past. Remember the name of our table was past, where id is equal question mark. Question mark mean we are going to bind parameter with this question mark. Okay, so let's make statement for it. Statement dba is prepare, and here we need to prepare our sql query. Statement bind param 1 comma id. It will bind this question mark with the parameter of id. Okay, next we are going to create a function delete image. Delete spelling is wrong, it doesn't matter actually. It will take two parameters. First one is dbas and second one is id, and in here we are going to make a sql query. Delete underscore sql is equal, actually at first we are going to specify which post we want to delete. Okay, for that we need to select all of them. Select everything from past where id is equal a question mark. Here we need to set our attribute because we are fetching data. For anytime we fetch data we need to set attributes. Okay, dba is set. Actually let's copy and paste this thing from index. Okay, copy these few lines and paste it here as well because we need the same thing. In here we are going to paste only one item, so we don't need this all, and this would be a delete sql, not only sql. Replace it. Okay, so by using this id we are getting the image name, and by using this image name we are going to delete from that folder. Okay, let's do it. Unlink. By using this function we can delete any files. This is the location uploads from where we are going to delete our users. Okay, user or any files. Result would be image source. Okay, the image is now whenever we call this function, we can delete any images from the folder. Okay, at first let's call it, copy this thing and paste it here as well, and we are going to create a statement. Execute. This would be E. Execute. Header, it will redirect to our home page once it is done deleting the post. Okay, location would be index.php. Save it. Okay, we have two posts with images. Let's delete this Real Madrid thing. Delete it, and it is deleted. You can't see the images, the post in here. Let me check inside database. Now it's showing two posts. Actually reload this, one is disappear. And let me check inside the folder of upload. We have two images. That means file is not deleting. Actually here I made a mistake. I haven't passed any bind parameter here. We need to bind it. Okay, save it once again. Save it once again. Go to home page, reload it, create one more with name of Spider-Man. Upload any images you want. Okay, I'm going to upload this one and upload. I have uploaded, you can see. Just click on delete, it is deleted. Let me check on the upload file folder as well. You can see we only have two.